Welcome to Love Speaks. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to talk about our oneness with nature. The more that I become aware and alive to the understanding that nature is aware and alive with me, I become so much more like whole. I understand my wholeness, my place in the whole of things, in the whole of the universe. I feel my belonging. Do you have that sense when you walk in the trees, in the forest, by the water? A sense of belonging, like as if the water is whispering to you, or the trees, the leaves, the insects, the flowers, that they're nodding and smiling at you. This is ancient wisdom, my friends. Have you heard of the book Braiding Sweetgrass? It's written by Robin Wall Kimmerer, and she is actually indigenous, and she's a biologist. Indigenous wisdom, scientific knowledge, and the teachings of plants. So she is learning her Ojibwe language, and a lot of the words in the Ojibwe dictionary. For example, she says here, "Wikwe gama," to be a bay. So this is a verb, and all kinds of things seem to be verbs. To be a hill, to be red, to be a long sandy stretch of beach. And her logical mind ranted about this. Come on now. These things are nouns. These things are not living things. But then she had this wonderful realization. She says this, "And then I swear I heard the zap of synapses firing. An electric current sizzled down my arm and through my finger. And she could practically smell the water of the bay, watch it rock against the shore and hear it sift onto the sand. A bay is a noun only, and it, only if it is dead. When bay is a noun, it is defined by humans, trapped between its shores and contained by the word. But the verb, wikwe gama, to be a bay, releases the water from bondage and lets it live. Everything is alive." She goes on to say, "Our toddlers speak of plants and animals as if they were people. Until we teach them not to, we quickly retrain them and make them forget. When we tell them that the tree is not a who, but an it, we make that maple an object. We put a barrier between us, absolving ourselves of moral responsibility. Saying it makes a living land into natural resources. If a maple is an it, we can take up the chainsaw. If a maple is a her, we think twice." She says changing our language is key. For her, learning the Ojibwe language was a complete realization of how everything around her is living, is alive, just like us. I really like what she has to say, and I find it to be true. When I go to a patch of nature near my house and I connect with a Queen Anne's lace flower, a tree, I don't even know what kind it is. I've started giving them names, Aggie, Annie, and I'm starting to talk to them like the persons, the beings that they are. The scientific word for this is interbeing, realizing that everything around us is alive, just like us. It's cracking up open my soul, and I am experiencing moments of ecstasy as I pay attention to all that is in motion around me. And there's one way to become really in balance in our life, is to become more and more in touch and in tune with nature. So I leave that as your inspiration. these thoughts, these ideas? Have you experienced something like this where you are realizing that everything is alive? Everything has motion. Even rocks are building or wearing away. Blessings to you. Ciao for now.